Okay, so this is the unclenching, which is one of my favorites because of how deep the connection goes. So we're going to be releasing the masseter, which is the thick muscle at the corner of your jaw and one of the strongest muscles in your body comparative to its size. So to find it, you can clench your teeth and feel for the muscle that bulges at the back corner of your jaw. Take your massage ball and bring it to that muscle, either lying on your side with your head supported on the block like I'm doing here, or just by placing the massage ball directly on it. And then we're going to apply sustained compression and then add small circular movements with our nose. And when we do this, your Golgi tendon organ, which is a sensory receptor inside the muscle, sends a signal to your nervous system telling it to release any contractions or stiffness. And this technique also helps soften the fascial adhesions that keep this muscle locked in a braced pattern. Now here's the connection most people have no idea about, which is your jaw and your pelvic floor are anatomically linked through the deep front line, which is a continuous fascial chain that runs from the inner arch of your foot, through your pelvic floor, up through your diaphragm, all the way up to your jaw. So when one grips, the other will follow. And it goes deeper. Your vocal cords and your pelvic floor are two openings in the body that respond to the same thing, which is the need to hold, the need to protect, and the need to be heard. Think about how many times you told a doctor you were in pain, but got dismissed, and then just stopped bringing it up altogether. What's fascinating and heartbreaking about that is that the ultrasound studies have actually shown that when the jaw moves, the pelvic floor moves right along with it in real time, which means that every time you bit your tongue and didn't speak, that tension didn't just stay in your jaw, it traveled straight down and your pelvic floor caught it. And if you have a diagnosis like endo or adeno, your uterus is genuinely traumatized tissue. The chronic inflammation and the internal bleeding with nowhere to go, it's anatomically changed the muscle. I wanted to include this technique for every appointment where you advocated for yourself and left with nothing, and every time you were told the pain was in your head. I know that sounds a bit cliche in 2026, but this is still happening all the time. The average time to get diagnosed with something like endometriosis is 7 to 10 years. That's 7 to 10 years of your body keeping score while you waited to be believed. And your jaw clenched that and your pelvic floor held it. This tissue is not just muscle, it's memory, and for those of us who have been dismissed for years, it is holding a lot. But when this fascia releases, your diaphragm drops, making it easier to breathe, your psoas softens, and your nervous system finally gets the signal that it's safe to stop bracing. And everything you've been holding, instead of being heard, starts to physically and emotionally shift. And even moments of relief matter here for people chronically in pain. Stay here, keep your circle small and slow, and just let your jaw go completely heavy. You might feel some emotion come up, and if it does, I do encourage you to feel it all. That's definitely one of the reasons why I love this technique and why it's in the guide. But ultimately, this is a very relaxing release, and when you remove the ball, you'll really feel that and probably want to spend a moment here just laying your head on top of the yoga block. If you've never worked this muscle before, which very few people do, you might feel a little sore the next day, and that's very normal. You're basically working a muscle like you work out your legs when you run. So just give yourself a few days to let the muscle reorganize itself and slowly start incorporating this one, 3 to 5 times a week. This release is also very beneficial for people with tinnitus or TMJ.